The Meridian Ellipse streaming speaker features a number of setup options that are not required for day-to-day use, and some which are needed only in particular circumstances. One example is the place where you can give the ellipse a customized name, such as living room ellipse or kitchen speaker, which will be the name that appears for the ellipse within any streaming apps you use. These settings are accessible only via the Meridian Control app, and they are gathered together within an area known as a configuration section of the app. The configuration section also contains read-only information relating to your ellipse. This includes its firmware version, its serial number, and its network settings. The purpose of this video is not to explain all of the settings themselves. They're fully described in the online user guide, but rather, we just want to show you how to put the ellipse into configuration mode. That way, you'll know how to get the settings as and when you need to adjust or view them. We've created another video which shows you how to use the app to connect the ellipse to a Wi-Fi network. Check that out to get yourself up and running with the app. When the app is launched, it will list your ellipse as available for control, as shown here, indicated by the heading of control. If you have other network-connected Meridian products, they will also appear on this list. Otherwise, just the ellipse will appear on its own. As you might guess, if you tap on the entry for ellipse, you can access its control options and use them to drive the product while listening to music. However, we're not going to do that right now. Instead, to get to the ellipse's setup options, we tap on the burger menu icon in the top left corner of the screen and select configuration from the list of options. The app will show the ellipse and any other Meridian products under the configuration heading. Tap on the entry for ellipse to get to its settings. The app will display 10 expandable menus and the ellipse will be switched into configuration mode. If we now look at the top of the ellipse itself, we can see the Meridian M logo on the control panel is showing in this cyan color. This shows the unit is in configuration mode. Also, the ellipse always falls silent when in configuration mode, so don't panic if any audio being played stops at this point. Going back to the app, as you may guess, you can open any of the menus by tapping on it. The app works in real time, meaning that any changes made within the app are transferred to the ellipse there and then. That's not a problem for most of the settings. But bear in mind that the app works over the network, so if you change something you don't understand within its network settings, you may disconnect the app from your ellipse. In that case, the usual course of action is to resort to completely resetting the ellipse to its factory settings using the red button on the back of the unit. To leave configuration mode, just tap on the exit in the top left corner of the screen. The Meridian logo on the top of the ellipse will turn to dark blue, showing the product is out of configuration and back into standby mode. Within the app, you can get back to control mode by tapping on the burger menu in the top left corner of the screen and then selecting control. Tap on the ellipse entry and it'll take you back to the control options. You can then continue using the ellipse with any settings you've changed. We hope you found this explanation useful. Please check out the other videos in this series for more advice on getting the most from your Meridian Ellipse.